In our last class, we discussed preparation of glucose and structural elucidation of glucose. So in this class, we shall discuss D and L system of naming of optical isomers. Before going to this topic, we should know some definitions. First one is optical activity. So optical activity means the compound which rotates the plane polarized light either towards left or right are called optical activity. Now I have taken one compound. When plane polarized light is passing through this compound, so this compound rotates this plane polarized light either towards left or right. So that compounds are called optical active compounds. So optical activity means the compound which rotates the plane polarized light either towards left or right are called optical activity. If this compound rotates the plane polarized light either right side are called dextrorotatory compound. So if the compound rotates the plane polarized light towards the right, if the compound rotates the plane polarized light towards right are called dextrorotatory compound. So this can also be indicated as D compound. D compound or so it can also be indicated as plus sign, plus compound. So what are dextrorotatory compound? If the compound rotates the plane polarized light towards right are called dextrorotatory compounds. So this can also be indicated as D compound or plus compound. If this compound rotates the plane polarized light towards left are called, if the compound rotates the plane polarized light towards left are called levorotatory compound. Levorotatory compound. So levorotatory compound can also be written as L compound or minus compound. It is levorotatory compound. The compound rotates the plane polarized light towards left are called levorotatory compound. It can be denoted as small l compound or minus sign. Here minus sign indicate the optical rotation of the compound towards left side. So what is optical activity? Optical activity means the compound which rotate the plane polarized light either towards left or right are called optical activity. So if the compound rotates the plane polarized light towards right are called dextrorotatory compound. It can be denoted as small d compound or it can also be denoted as plus sign compound. If the compound rotates the plane polarized light towards left are called levorotatory compound. It can be denoted as small l or minus sign. Next, the second definition is chiral carbon. Chiral carbon means the carbon which is attached to 4 different atoms or groups are called chiral carbon. So for example, let us consider lactic acid. So it contains one COH group and one CHOH group and CH3 group. So in this lactic acid, it contains 3 carbon atoms. The first carbon atom is not an asymmetric carbon because this carbon can be written like this, C double bond OH. So it is attached to this carbon. So asymmetric carbon means the carbon which is attached to 4 different atoms and groups are called chiral carbon. Here the first carbon can be written like this. So this carbon is not attached to 4 different atom or group. So the first carbon is not an asymmetric carbon. So come to the third carbon. Here the carbon is attached to 3 hydrogen atoms. So all the atoms are similar. So this third carbon atom is not come to this second carbon. So this second carbon is attached to 4 different atom or groups here. So this carbon is attached to 1 carboxylic acid and 1 OH and 1 H and CH3. All the groups are different. So the carbon which is attached to 4 different atom or groups are called chiral carbon. So example is lactic acid. In lactic acid, the second carbon is asymmetric carbon. The first and last third carbon are not symmetric carbon atom. Next, coming to enantiomers. So enantiomer means they are optical isomers and mirror image of each other are called enantiomers. For example, lactic acid. So it contains 1 carboxylic acid group and 1 CH-OH group and 1 CH3 group. So this is D-lactic acid. This is D-lactic acid. So the mirror image of D-lactic acid is here only just H and OH will change. Then lactic acid. So these two are optical isomers and they are mirror image of each other are called enantiomers. Enantiomer means optical isomers and they are mirror image of each other are called enantiomers. Example is D-lactic acid and N-lactic acid are example for enantiomers. Coming to the topic D and L system of naming of an optical isomers. The D and L system of naming of the compound is based on the position of the substituent group on asymmetric carbon atom. So this is the just naming of the organic compound. For assigning D and L configuration, glyceraldehyde is taken as standard. So the formula for glyceraldehyde is it contains 1 CHO group and CH-OH group and 1 CH2OH group. This is glyceraldehyde. This is the reference compound. So in glyceraldehyde there are 3 carbon atoms. There are 3 carbon atoms. So it indicated as 1, 2, 3. The second carbon atom is the asymmetric carbon atom because it is attached to 4 different atom or groups. So here this carbon is attached to 1 aldehyde functional group, 1H, OH and CH2OH. All the group or atoms are different. So this is asymmetric carbon atom. So the first carbon is not an asymmetric carbon atom because the first carbon can be written as C double bond OH. So this carbon is not attached to 4 different atom or groups. So the first carbon is not an asymmetric carbon and the third carbon is also not an asymmetric carbon. It can be written like this. So it is attached to 2 similar hydrogen atoms. It is not an asymmetric carbon atom. So in glyceraldehyde, the second carbon atom is the only asymmetric carbon atom. So in glyceraldehyde, on the asymmetric carbon atom, if OH group is present on the right hand side, this is the substituent group. So if the substituent group is present on the right hand side, then this form is called D or R plus glyceraldehyde. So what is D-glyceraldehyde? In glyceraldehyde on the asymmetric carbon atom. So this is the asymmetric carbon atom. If OH is present on the right hand side, then we call it as D dash plus glyceraldehyde. So if OH is in glyceraldehyde on the asymmetric carbon atom, in glyceraldehyde, if the OH group is present on the left hand side of the asymmetric carbon, then we call it as L dash minus glyceraldehyde. So glyceraldehyde means in glyceraldehyde on the asymmetric carbon atom, if OH is present on the left hand side, then we call it as L dash minus glyceraldehyde. Here capital D and L indicates the spatial arrangement of atom or group in space. The D and L indicates spatial arrangement of atom or space. Spatial arrangement of atom or group in space. Here plus and minus sign indicate the property of a molecule to rotate the plane polarized light. So for assigning D and L configuration, the glyceraldehyde is taken as standard. So in glyceraldehyde, on the symmetric carbon atom, if OH is present on the right hand side, then we call it as D plus glyceraldehyde. And in glyceraldehyde, on the symmetric carbon atom, if OH is present on the left hand side, then we call it as L minus glyceraldehyde. So these capital D and capital L sign indicate the indicate the spatial arrangement of atom or group in space. So this plus and minus sign indicate the property of a molecule to rotate the plane polarized light towards either towards left or right. So all those compounds which can be chemically correlated to plus isomer of glyceraldehyde are said to have D configuration, whereas those compounds which can be chemically correlated to minus isomer of glyceraldehyde are said to have L configuration. By using this standard glyceraldehyde, we can assign the D and L configuration of other compounds. If the compound containing more than one asymmetric carbon atom, then based on the position of the substrate group on highest asymmetric carbon atom, the configuration is assigned. For example, let us consider glucose. The structure of glucose is CHO, contain 4 CHOH groups and 1 CH2OH group. Carbon atom are linked in straight chain and contain one aldehyde functional group at the top and one CH2OH, and there are 4 CHOH groups. So in glucose, all the hydroxyl groups are present on the right hand side of the carbon, except in third carbon the OH is present in the left hand side. So this is glucose. So it contains 4 asymmetric carbon atoms. So it can be represented by asterisk. So the glucose contains 4 asymmetric carbon atoms. So the first carbon atom is not an asymmetric carbon atom because it is not attached to 4 different atom or groups, and the last 6th carbon is also not an asymmetric carbon because it is not attached to 4 different atom or groups. So this second carbon atom is attached to 4 different groups here. So this second carbon is attached to 1 CHO, 1 H and OH, and consider or assume this group as one group, this thing as one group. So this carbon is attached to 4 different groups. So second carbon atom is called as asymmetric carbon atom. So then come to the third carbon atom. So third carbon atom is also an asymmetric carbon atom because it is attached to 1H, OH, and assume this whole thing as one group and assume this thing as one group. So this carbon is also attached to 4 different groups. Assume this as one group and this as another group. So this carbon is also attached to 4 different groups. So third carbon is also an asymmetric carbon and fourth carbon is also asymmetric because here this carbon is attached to 1H, OH, and assume this as one group and this thing as one group. So next comes the fifth carbon. It is also an asymmetric carbon atom. So this carbon atom is attached to 1H, OH, CH2OH. So all the groups are different and assume this whole thing as one group. So in glucose there are 4 asymmetric carbon atoms. So So out of 4 carbon asymmetric carbon atom, the 5th carbon atom is the highest asymmetric carbon atom. 5th carbon atom is the highest asymmetric carbon atom. So highest asymmetric carbon atom means the asymmetric carbon which is farthest from the aldehyde or ketonic functional group are called highest asymmetric carbon atom. So highest asymmetric carbon atom means the asymmetric carbon atom. This is the highest asymmetric carbon atom, 5th carbon atom, which is farthest from the aldehyde and ketonic functional group. So in the 5th highest asymmetric carbon atom, the OH group is present on the right hand side. So this highest asymmetric carbon structure can be resembled with D-glycerolate. So we know that CH4, COH, H, CH2OH. This is D plus glycerolate. So in glucose, the 5th carbon atom is the highest asymmetric carbon atom. So this is resembled with the D-glycerolate. So in 5th carbon atom, highest asymmetric carbon atom, the OH group is present on the right hand side. Therefore, this structure can be written as, the name of this compound can be written as D plus glucose. D plus glucose. Because the 5th asymmetric carbon, the OH group is present on the right hand side. So this is resembled to the D-glycerolate. So we can call this as D plus glucose. Here D represents only spatial arrangement of atom or group in space. If OH is present on right hand side, then we call it as D. So plus indicate this glucose rotate the plane polarized light towards right. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ಲಿಸರಾಲ್ಡಿಹೈಡ್ನ ರೆಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬೇರೆ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಡಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎಲ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಗರೇಷನ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಅಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಈ ಡಿ ಗ್ಲಿಸರಾಲ್ಡಿಹೈಡಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಟೈನ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ 1 ಅಸಿಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್, ಬಟ್ ಮೋರ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ 1 ಅಸಿಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಇರೋಂಥ ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಡಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎಲ್ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಗರೇಷನ್ನ ಅಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ನ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಹೈಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಸಿಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್. ಹೈಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಸಿಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಲ್ಡಿಹೈಡ್ ಮತ್ತು ಕೀಟೋನಿಕ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪಿಂದ ದೂರ ಇರೋಂಥ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ನ ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಹೈಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಸಿಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಈ ಹೈಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಸಿಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ OH ಗ್ರೂಪು ಗ್ಲಿಸರಾಲ್ಡಿಹೈಡ್ ಥರನೇ ರೈಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಸೈಡಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದರಿಂದ ಸೊ ಈ ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್ನ ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, D plus glucose. So by knowing the number of asymmetric carbon atom present in a molecule, we can calculate the number of optical isomers possible. So in glucose, it contains 4 asymmetric carbon atom. So by using the formula x2 to the power of n, where n is the number of asymmetric carbon, carbons. So in glucose there are 4 asymmetric carbon atoms. So by using this formula we can calculate the number of optical isomers possible. So by substituting the value of n, so n equals 4 here. In glucose there are 4 asymmetric carbon, so n equals 4. So we get 2 to the power of 4 equals 16, 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8, 8 to the 16 optical isomers are possible. So by knowing the number of asymmetric carbon atom present in a molecule, we can calculate the number of optical isomers possible by using the formula 2 to the power of n. So in have an atom. Therefore 2 to the power of 4 equals 16. Therefore in glucose there are 16 optical isomers are possible.